Hey guys, I hope you're having a good day. This tutorial is going to be a little bit backwards because as you can see, my eye makeup is done, but I don't have any face makeup on. Well, I've actually put on moisturizer, primer, and concealer because I want to show you how the Laura Geller makeup works. I did a review on the Baked Basics, which was a kind of a three-part kit that came with something called Balance and Brighten, that's like a powder foundation, Bronze and Brighten as a bronzer, and Blush and Brighten in Berry. And then they also give you, see where I sat, I can't see where I put it actually, but they give you a little like mini kabuki brush too, which I'm actually not going to be using. Oh, here it is. This little kabuki brush that is like tiny. It's cut very blunt right across, and I mean I don't have much use for that in terms of applying these products, so I'm not actually going to be using it here. So just so you're aware, it does come with this kit, but it's not something I'm going to be featuring here in this video. So anyway, I have gone ahead and put some concealer like under my eyes and around, sides of my nose, but you can still see there's like a little overall redness around my nose area. So we're going to see if the Balance and Brighten can kind of neutralize or correct that, and I'm going to be using a kabuki brush for that. I was just thinking, I'm not sure what brand this is actually. I know it's not like one of the major brands. I think I picked it up at either Big Lots or somewhere like that because it is so soft and super thick. So it's like a really, really great kabuki brush. It's pretty big too. I just can't remember what brand it is. So just use, whatever brush you like to use if you were putting on a powder foundation. But I'm just going to kind of swirl it in there and get some on my brush, and I'm just going to kind of start with some light coverage and then sort of build it up. So I'm going to just start on my nose here, and this applies pretty smooth. Obviously, it's a powder. And I'm just kind of swirling that in like I would a mineral product, if this were minerals. And I can tell just a sort of an evening out that's going on right now with this. I'm just kind of sticking it in here and like giving it a twist. And it does have, it has some lighter shades. Like if you've watched my review, you know that this is kind of a blend of yellows and tans and beige tones, but there is something about it that is kind of brightening the entire face here. And I believe this is a medium tone. It doesn't say on the package, but I think that's the kit I got for this. So, and like I said, this isn't really going to be a review, so if you want the review, I did do that recently, so just look through my videos and it'll be there. Okay, so now I've basically put that all over my face, and I can notice some evening out that's happened, but what I am going to do is take my concealer brush that I use for dry products and kind of just go around the eye area once again, because I always, set any sort of concealer I do there, and it's also good to go under your eyeliner. Typically I would do this step, I would do my face first and then my eyes. However, at any point in time, anytime after I do eye makeup, even if the rest of my face is done, I would always go under the lower lash line with some sort of powder just to sort of keep anything from running down, if it would. And I'm just going to kind of reinforce any areas around my nose that I concealed earlier too. Okay, so Balance and Brighten step is done. That's sort of the powder foundation phase of this kit. And although I have a small amount here, I really feel like I barely made a dent into it. And these are also like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a little dome in there. And you do have a mirror if you wanted to travel with it, although it's tiny. Next I'm going to use the Bronze and Brighten. I really like this. This is a good bronzer for fair to medium skin tones. I've noticed it's pretty subtle. It has some subtle shimmer to it. So if you are like a fair person who kind of stays away from bronzer because you're worried about getting kind of a fake look. This is really natural, so I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm going to use that kabuki brush that I just used, only I'm not, instead of kind of swirling it into it, I'm just going to kind of pat the color onto it so I don't get quite the coverage I would have gotten with that foundation. And I'm going to just start on my forehead and sort of go right along my hairline. Just like that. And go right down my nose. You're thinking about areas where the sun would naturally hit you. So I'm going to go along the cheeks too. I really like this. You can probably see on the video that my skin has like warmed up since putting this on, and it didn't take much. And I'm also blending along my jawline just so, you know, I don't look like a different human being from my neck down. Okay, so this is pretty buildable, as you can see. I'm going to kind of go over my cheeks a little more here. Do maybe a little bit of contouring with this right down in here. And there we go. So that's the Bronze and Brighten. That's probably, oops, I got a little hair on me from my brush. It stuck to my lip gloss. Don't you hate that? I got, as far as my favorites here, I really like the Balance and Brighten and the Bronze and Brighten, but I will show you, oops, oh well, I'll pick that up later. I will show you the Blush and Brighten in Berry, which is a gorgeous shade in the packaging. It's got like some sort of berry tones and pinks and golds. And I'm going to use my blush brush for this. And what I've generally found with this is that it's more shimmery than like a real colorful blush, but it's still pretty. I mean, I don't mind it, but it does have a lot of shimmer to it. So just putting that here on the cheeks. I am noticing a little color, like I said, but just not as much as you would expect by looking at it. Okay. It is pretty, though. And I'm going to just do like a light, whatever's left on my brush, I just kind of dust that up here just to warm it up. So that is the look, guys. That's what you can do with basically a 3-step process. I'm going to go down and pick this up. With the Laura Geller Baked Basics collection, again, it is a powder foundation, a bronzer, and a blush. And so other than a little concealer, that is all I have on my face right now. I just wanted to demonstrate, and a lot of you had asked, you know, can you kind of show the products in action? So this is what you can pull off with basically those 3 face products. And of course you could mix in your own. Usually I do when I use these. I have a contouring blush that I use that is CoverGirl Cheekers in Gold and Pink, which I really do like to use as a contour because it's basically matte and has no shimmer to it. But I mean, you can mix in any products you want, but I think even so, just using these, you get a really fresh look that's pretty natural, and yet still I can see that I definitely have gotten some coverage around some areas where I had redness or just anything, you know that I can see here being close up to this mirror that maybe you can't see through this videotape. So anyway, I hope I still need to do my hair, so excuse any bad hair that's going on in this video, but I hope you enjoyed this and learned something new about the products. So have a great day.